So as we're coming up to Climate Week NYC, there are going to be three big main discussions that are going to dominate. The first is climate finance. Everybody wants to know what's the new figure that we need to raise for mitigation. However, the conversation is much broader than that, because whatever that figure is, the real question is how are we going to mobilize that revenue? And everybody has a role to play in that, whether it's government, business, or the financial sector. There's so much work that needs to be done to think through how will we mobilize this additional money, where's it going to come from, and how do we incentivize that investment? Because without climate finance, there is no climate action. The second thing that will be the main area of focus is the NDCs. These are nationally determined contributions. This is where countries say what they're going to do in order to put in place climate action plans. Now, over 200 countries have said that they will do this by February of next year, but we need to see the ambition. Without ambition, we're never going to reach the goals of the Paris Agreement. So there's so much more work that needs to be done to make sure that these are ambitious plans, they're targeted, really focusing on the sectors where we need to drive down emissions, and that they're fundable. Because again, finance is going to be critical to making sure that we have plans that adequately reflect the scale of the challenge that's coming up. And finally, one of the big areas of debate that we really need to move the conversation on is how are we going to achieve fossil fuel phase out. This has been a discussion that's been going on since COP last year, where there was an agreement made that this is the direction of travel, but now we need the detail. What does that mean in practice? We need to stop exploration in new oil and gas fields. We need to divest away from investing in fossil fuels. We need to use that money that's used to subsidize fossil fuel investment and move that towards a just transition. It's so critical that we do this, because we're not going to achieve the goals set out in the Paris Agreement if we continue to invest in and use fossil fuels. The only way forward is to invest in renewables.